Okay, it did pop up. No frames seem to be dropping. Alright, hopefully it manages to fucking be consistent. I do not have a lot of faith in it being able to, though. Frames at least don't seem to be dropping, so that's a good thing. As long as frames aren't dropping, that's at least a good sign that things aren't gonna go to shit immediately. Alright. Hopefully everything cooperates. If something starts messing up, just give me a heads up and I will see if I can fix it. But I am not expecting this to cooperate. All right. Alright, hopefully everything stays good. I'm not expecting it to, but I am giving this a shot. So if things start to tank, I'm gonna have to cut stream. They pushed the time frame to get my to get the internet in the area back up and running to 10:30 from 6:30. So no clue if it's gonna be up and running soon or not. Yeah, if you notice tons of frames start to drop, then just give me a heads up. If it's like a tiny bit every so often, I'm not too concerned about it. Like as long as the stream consistently runs well. if anyone in the chat can let me know if the stream's running fine on their end, that'd be great. Because it's not running well on my end, but OBS says I'm not dropping a ton of frames, like it's a tiny bit every so often. So I assume the stream is fine, but I just want to know from other people's perspectives if it looks fine. If it looks fine from your guys' perspectives, then I'm not too concerned. Yeah, like so far it says I've only dropped to 98 frames. I actually intended to go live like an hour and a half ago, but I tried to and everything just died. Like, the stream absolutely tanked. In the like couple minutes I was live, I dropped somewhere in the ballpark of like 5,000 to 10,000 frames or something. Like, it was insane. Because in the last like week's worth of streams I've done, I've probably dropped like 400 frames across that entire week. And then I checked and it said there was like a major outage in my area. My internet's running a little bit better than it was earlier, but it's still not great. I had to lower the bitrate slightly, and I had to lower the quality I'm streaming in. But granted, I typically stream in 1080 anyways, because I think I accidentally streamed in 1440 all day yesterday. And I didn't even realize until after I cut the stream, because YouTube Studio was yelling at me about it. Yeah. Anyways, in the like hour that, in the like hour and a half I was waiting for my internet to kind of pick back up a little bit, I mostly just did a bunch of S4 practice. I feel relatively I feel not even just relatively. I feel pretty confident about getting the first two edge tricks. The last one, I found a different way to get it. It's just the same way Tech hits it in his record. So I have two different approaches I can work with now. So hopefully that at least gives me a higher chance of getting it. And hopefully some of that practice pays off. Nice, already a pace. Funny enough, S3 is actually the section I feel the least comfortable with for this session. I was messing it up a bunch just driving to S4 to practice. Yeah, not record pace, but I can at least try to PB. Hopefully the practice pays off. Nice, I actually got the edge trick. And it's almost a PB. The S4 is a bit slow, but first run into S4 actually does get the edge trick and finishes. That's something. My ending, I think, was a bit slow. I also kind of got the second edge trick a bit later than I wanted to, and the turn leading into it was a bit wide. But I think everything else in S4 was pretty good. Thanks for the good luck, Slasher. By the way, if you're still there, if you could let me know how things look on your end, because obviously my internet's being really slow right now. But hopefully everything looks good on your end, because it's acting slow on my end, but OBS says I'm not dropping a whole lot of frames. So I'm assuming everything's fine, but I just want to make sure. Already another pace. That pace, that's back-to-back runs on pace. Okay, it looks good. Okay. That is all I need to know then. Yeah, because it's acting really weird on my end. My internet's going. The internet in my area is under a major outage, so they're trying to get it fixed. It was originally scheduled to be fixed at 6:30, but then they just moved it back to 10:30. So it's going to be another 4 hours before it even is back up and running, possibly. Okay. That would have been a BKS if I got the wall clip after double edge trick. Yo, dude, fuck! That's ridiculous. If I had just tapped left after the trick, that could have been a PB. I didn't think I had to hit left though. Actually, I want to go back and double check that run that died at the edge at the S4 edge trick. I want to see if I want to see what that run was. I just want to see what pace I was on. So I'm going to double check that really quick just because I really want to know. Well, I just failed a pace, I'm pretty sure, but I want to double check my where my run was compared to tech. Only problem is I can't really find an easy way to tell on the ending, like what pace it was. I mean, it looks like I was about 0.1 behind or something. I just can't tell because there's not an easy way to tell. Like, there's not really an easy judge to use. Because tech flies way off to the right after after releasing the SMT. I guess the best tell is probably right before final turn. It's probably the best way to tell. I'm just gonna have to check the last turn, or like right before last turn, see what time I have, like what my timer's at right when I pass by the fence. Oh yeah, no, I wasn't on pace. I was a bit too far behind for it to be pace. Depends on what the story is now. I think last thing I did was the 7.2 story or something. Maybe 7.3, I don't know. Last time I was on, the current Savage Raid tier had just come out, so I think that's 7.2. Yeah, I don't think I've done anything past 7.2. So if like 7.3 came out or something, I have no idea about it because I haven't played. I haven't played in a few months now just because I haven't really felt interested. Been having a lot of fun playing like Celeste, Pokemon, and Mario Kart with my friends. I have to use this cart combo as far as I'm aware. As far as I currently know, there is no better cart setup for this track. So I have to use this. mysterious 0.1 time loss for no reason. Give me just 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. Bruh.